Hey folks, how you doing? Anyway, I've been doing some research on the Alex Belfield past that people have asked me to do. And as I've been researching, I've come across a forum from 2007, a forum thread on Digital Spy. And it's still up 17 years on. And this member posts on the 25th of April 2007, has anyone heard Alex Belfield doing the breakfast show on Touch FM recently? So Alex Belfield would have been 27 at the time. I don't know if it's just me, but he is constantly slagging off Mercia FM and their breakfast show presenters, Ant and Helen, but referring to them as poo and stinky. How childish this dude. What an idiot. How childish this dude was. He's even phoning the station live on air. Isn't this breaking Ofcom rules? I'm quite sure one of the bosses at Touch would intervene, but it appears they are happy with Alex doing this. If anyone has heard, let me know what you think. So basically, this forum user is pretty disgusted. Is at a local radio station, and Alex Belfield is ringing up a rival station at Mercia and slagging off the presenters. Like, this guy, he's never ever changed, clearly. Then this person here says fair play to Mercy for not doing anything. I find it unprofessional. Haven't heard this show. I reckon it's because he has little materials, needs something to fill the gap. Yes, you have this guy. What's your name? NW1. You have this guy summed up so well. And if only you knew that in 17 years he would be in prison for doing this sort of shit, and that I would be making a video on your forum posts. If you ever hear this, MW1, please do come forward. I would love to speak to you. Anyway, I think Mercia is professional. Yeah, it does sound like he was really bringing Touch FM down. Someone's put here they think it's great radio, ringing up a rival, and it's this forum poster called deleted user said here, I notice Alex has defended his actions on another website, so it seems to me that this has been brought up on other forums, and Alex Belfield himself has felt the need to post. So he's joined that day, look, junior member. Say, hi guys, thank you for all the interest in the show. This forum, I don't know which forum it is he's posted this on, because somebody else has put this up on this one. This forum has been brought to my attention. I'd love to have the opportunity to clarify a few things. Firstly, I'm delighted to be at Touch. The listeners and the bosses love it as well, apparently. I agree the show is a huge investment, blah, blah, blah. And I intend to deliver a quality product that sticks out in this boring local radio market. So he's basically slagging off all the local radio shows and saying that his was being the only one that's exciting. This is a true narcissist, people. The reason I chose to go to Touch is that it's local, 7th biggest market in the world, blah blah blah. I spend hours on my show and I'm amazed that Andrew Peters wonders where I get my topical gags. I sit and write them. So I think he's talking about Andy Peters. So it seems that Andy Peters, remember him in the broom cupboard? I think he did News Round and Blue Peter. I think he's talking about him. Same with my production. I sit here for hours putting stuff together. Now, we know that Alex Belfield nicks other gags. He's admitted this. He steals other people's gags. I highly doubt that he really does sit here and put together his own gags. Anyways, he's put here, by the way, Andy, I was a huge fan of Ed the Duck. So clearly he's talking about Andy Peters. So I'm going to do a bit of digging and see what went on around 2007 with Alex Belfield and Andy Peters. See what's gone on there, because clearly there's been some sort of rivalry there. For the record, Rent-A-Gob, you are correct. I did sue Scarlet FM. So I'm presuming he's talking to Andy Peters here, calling him Rent-A-Gob. I did sue Scarlet FM for breach of contract and won in a court of law. When you have the truth on your side, you have nothing to fear. Haven't we heard that before, Alex? Just before you ended up going inside. I think we did hear that, Alex. So regarding Mansfield FM, I've always had a blast on my various visits. I love Mansfield people, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to do a little bit of digging on the Andy Peters malarkey. I'm going to be looking into the suing of Scarlet FM as well. So I'm still doing some digging. I've had a lot of people contact me asking me if I'm still looking into Alex Belfield's past. And yes, I am. So this goes on. He now compares himself to Chris Moyles. Like Moyles, I write my own jingles and therefore you can take them wherever you go. Sadly, I don't get 30 grand a year for writing them. As for my karaoke show, I have been touring my show for 13 years. Let's get this straight. So in 2007, the dude, Alex Belfield, was 27. So he's saying that he's been touring his show for 30. So he's been touring since he was 14 years old. Oh, come on, Alex. You are taking the Pinot. Whether you are in TV, radio, or live, the ultimate test of a person's success in show business is whether they get continual work and demand good money for it. Listen to the narcissism from this guy. He's still spouting on. I started my career at Cemetery 106, and now he's bigging up Adrian Allen, Bernie Keith, John Myers. You could not make this shit up. He was back then bigging these people up. I'm like a Disney film compared to the above. All of the above are inspirational in their own way. Honestly, I'm not going to read all this shit out because it is nauseating, but the arrogance of this man, and this was when he was 27, and he was trolling other radio stations, ringing them up live on air and calling them poo and stinky, and then posting this shit in forums. Anyone dare criticise him. I'm glad I found this. This needs to go viral. People who still support this guy need to see what a narcissist he is, because reading this, he's got no. He says that he's just a normal kid from a housing estate. Well, 17 years ago, you sound like a complete spoilt brat and a full blown narcissist, Alex. And see nothing had changed. He's talking here about I'll get more money. What's this here? If I increase listener share, the bosses will love me. Sales will sleep with me. I'll get more money and longer contract. Mercia will make changes, and BBC and I think it's Coventry and Warwickshire should be won't notice, and no one else will give any swears an F. If I fail, Touch will have to dump the programme, get someone better. Mercia will be laughing. I'm getting on my own tits now. Please find someone else to analyse. I haven't killed anyone. It's just radio. So all of that there was because somebody who I think it sounds like Andy Peters criticised him, and he felt the need to write this out. So was he successful at Touch? I don't know. I'd be interested to find out and have a look into this. So we all know about some of those names there who have now sued him. So there you go. I'll put this in if you want to have a good read of it. There is still some bits and pieces in here. But Alex Belfield was trolling back in 2007, guys. Ringing radio hosts live on air, calling them poo and stinky. What an absolute bellend you are, Alex Belfield. Anyway, guys, until the next one, take care and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.